to my channel, Luminescent here, for a reading. I got a big reading going on here with the moon transiting through Gemini, and the moon in Gemini, it's gonna square Venus, sextile the Aries energies, but then it's going to square Neptune, and then in conjunct or quincunx Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter. Okay, so and this is still Libra season, so the moon in Gemini is transiting through the ninth house of higher learning, expansion from life experiences, lessons that we've learned that will able to take us to places we never been before, either physically traveling or just traveling through spirit, going through different experiences, and having to balance those experiences of who we are with who we are striving to be, and squaring over to Venus and Virgo, the ideas that we have emotionally and wanting to communicate that can be a challenge to the reality of what the relationship actually is and how things are going. If it's healthy, high vibrational or low vibrational maintenance. Square to Neptune, us seeking honesty or finding out some things have been honest or dishonest in our path. The sextile with Mars and Aries creates an opportunity for a conversation to either explode for a breakthrough for the better, or a conversation that can, have explosive information that, makes us happy, that we wanted to hear, like an unexpected guest. Also with the conjunction on the North Node and the quincunxes, we can talk our reality up a notch here by using vocabulary and terms that help bring us closer to our alignment, so we can see the steps that we have to take that we never took before. We may be doing it with people that we never done it before, or we may be doing it with people that we know but are, they have a different personality type now that we have all gone through some upgrading changes in our spiritual experiences. Ninth house, of course. So with the quincunxes, there's a bit of irritation here with trying to find the right things to say, what to say, how to say it, because of our grown awareness, our ability to learn how to use our, throat chakra is very heightened. The, sensitivity of using that is pretty heightened right now with Gemini moon going through here. But, it trines with the sun in Libra, so our ability to express the things through communication will definitely be quite easier to do, or even not to do. So starting at the bottom, we have the Page of Pentacles, and this talks about, this is a message of something new that we get to learn about, see how it goes. It's trying to take a new reality and see how it goes, and not being too committed to something, but willing to see it through to whatever end it may be, whether it's going to last a short time or a forever amount of time. We have the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. So here's some, and then of course on top of these I have forgiveness, self-reliance, and life purpose, which ended up going very well with these because this is a card about deception, self-sabotage, and wanting to keep things or play things a little closer to the chest than normal, and we may have to forgive ourselves for doing that, from keeping us locked out of new opportunities that we can take advantage of, or allowing ourselves to forgive others who've kept information away from us so that we can see the full potential of whatever pinnacle that is. I'm seeing here with self-reliance, we have the Ten of Pentacles. We do have the ability to manifest through written or spoken word, with the moon being a Gemini, the wealth that we want to create for ourselves and our families, the legacy that we want to create in our own domain, our own mind, our own home. And this can be with family or extended family, or your community that you essentially call your family, like people coming together. But realizing with your coming together with others, you still have to make sure that you are responsible for the things that you want to manifest in your life, and self-reliance will help you stay focused on doing that. And again, planting a seed now that can blossom from just being one small little thing you have to learn about to actually being something very stable later on in life, because you chose to do the work. With the Nine of Cups here in the Life Purpose card, 9 is a number of wisdom, being able to release things so you can move ahead, move on to close out this chapter. So we've already accepted that there's going to be a major change that's going to happen. Adding that last ninth cup on the end means we're ready for, our wish to be fulfilled. We're ready to turn in all our coins that we've been collecting by learning how to forgive and be honest with ourselves and relying on ourselves to build this new lifestyle that we want to live every day that keeps us happy and healthy. We're ready for that fulfillment through living out whatever our life purpose is, or getting the full scope of what our life purpose encompasses, and having satisfaction sitting in that wealth of information that's being shared with you. It could be through others, definitely with the moon being a Gemini, going through the ninth house. So it can be from, talk to someone who you used to be close to, but now you guys are at a distance. Or it could be someone that you're talking to that you are at close distance, but you feel so distant from them physically that, the communication has a contradiction, but at the end of the day, you still understand what the purpose of all that was, the purpose of all the changes and letting go of the past. You start to come into a full understanding of what that all meant now that the illusion has been ruffled and shaken out of your perspective. All right, so looking at this Black Moon Astrology deck, the Oracle, here in the Jupiter position, we have the second house being clarified by the Eight of Wands. So we have a gift here to use what we already have, our own resources, and making that, I don't want to say stretch, but making it, work for you very quick, making it work and it working for you quicker than you probably did not anticipate. The Aquarius card, I know, in the moon position. So what we don't know is that continuing to fill up our cup here with the Nine of Cups, we're continuing to fill up the cup we need to integrate changes. And with it being on Aquarius is a water bearer, so it doesn't touch, what's in the cup, but it's able to fill it and share it with others. So we might not know, especially with the Seven of Cups being here, that some of the truths that we are coming to grips with that, ends up opening a door of forgiveness may be the very thing that we didn't know that we needed in order to fill up our cup, or have our cup filled, so that we're able to pass that knowledge on to others in a situation, or even to have that situation flipped around, and now you have better understanding of what someone else is going through. So you might be asking for forgiveness from one person and from one situation, and then turning around and forgiving someone else. Now you have a complete understanding of what happened and how it affected you for another person, so that cycle can, pretty much close up. In the Saturn position, we have the Yod, which is destiny clarified by the 7 of Wands. So there is some work to be done when it comes to, making sure you have boundaries up to solidify the destiny that you're trying to create. So it will take a bit more elbow grease than normal, but what makes it easy is that you are in tune emotionally to see the life purpose that is available to you, and knowing your life purpose makes the work of your destiny very much way easier, and then establishing proper boundaries to protect it. Now, lastly, in the sun position, we have Aries, which Aries in the sun position is the exaltation of the sun. So we're definitely rooted and connected to our godly power, and we start to build things here with the Knight of Disc, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. We are building methodically, we're building smart, we're not working too hard when it comes to making decisions, and allowing ourselves to still learn when we make those decisions how to edit them as we go about. And that's the reason why this night takes its time. We take our time, even though we know exactly what we want and we're ready to go for it, we still can take our time and be patient when making decisions, because we have the wisdom now to understand that things happen and things change. With this Gemini Ten of Swords, some things can feel like a betrayal, and it could feel like a betrayal to you or to someone else, but at the end of the day, just remember who you are and be grounded in who you are, and know that no matter how many times you may not know something, you end up knowing later. We're always learning. We are always learning. The Sun in Gemini, we're always learning what our best assets are and how to use them, and we're also connecting to the shadow side of us and always learning what that means for us as well, so that we can build and again make better decisions, understanding who we are and perfecting this part of our lives. Okay, so that's the reading I have for the Gemini moon. We basically want to do our best to, when we get information, when we have conversations with people, especially in regards to relationships, we want to be more open to understanding someone else's point of view, be more open to, accept the responsibility for your actions, and understanding that, in order to get the peace in order to get the peace and the respect in relationships that you're looking for, you must be honest and forgive yourself and others. Note that the legacy you want to build in your life depends upon you. And once you are in the state of gratitude for all you have, you get to see a better view, a higher perspective of your life purpose. Okay, so let the higher learning of the moon being in the 9th house, radiate good vibes, good energy for all of us. I do have free natal solar return charts and free tarot reading offers available on my website at liminescent6.org. So you can definitely check that out, as well as my blogs with Mars and Mercury retrograde updates. Venus and Virgo is coming soon. That one is in the works. Thank you again for stopping by. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.